A former NFL quarterback thinks the New York Jets will be drafting a new QB in 2023. Let's get into it. Hey, what's going on? I'm Matt O'Leary, back with another video, and today we'll be talking about Brady Quinn making the list of haters. Before we get started today, I just wanted to mention you can follow on social media at Matt O'Leary NY. If you haven't already, please make sure to check out the Just Jets podcast. New episodes come out every Monday. This past episode's already out. And obviously on the Patreon, we got a bunch of fun stuff going on over there. You got bonus Jets content like Exit 16 West, the Jets podcast, where this upcoming week we are talking to someone else that you are very familiar with. So stay tuned for that. Okay, so on his podcast with CBS Sports, Brady Quinn had this to say.
I just haven't been a believer in Zach Wilson. I think this is an unbelievably difficult schedule that lightens up in the second half, but they could be decimated by that point. So I've got them winning 5 games and probably going back to the drawing board at the quarterback position in the 2023 draft.
So Quinn starts off by talking about the Jets' tough schedule. And yeah, they do have a tough schedule at the start. 0-9 or 1-8 though, I don't see it. Even with some of these opponents on there, I don't think they are going to start that poorly. This roster has improved too much for them to be like a bottom feeder 0-4 win or 5 win team, like he says. He goes on to say that he has them winning 5 games. That would be pretty catastrophic if something like that happened. There would be some major issues. I don't see it that way. You have to be, I don't know. I mean, you watching this, you're a Jets fan. You know the feeling. You have to be more competitive than what you've shown over the last few years. And I think they do that by the draft class that they just had. They had 4 guys in the top 40 who they selected, and all 4 are expected to play a pretty big role on this team. You added 2 tight ends in free agency. You added a starting corner in free agency. You added a Pro Bowl caliber guard in free agency. I don't know how you could look at it, and even with this schedule, and be like, yeah, this is going to be almost a carbon copy of the record that they were last year. I don't know. I don't personally see that, especially when, yeah, their schedule is tough, but it's like somewhere around 17th. I think the 17th toughest schedule in the NFL. And the part that I guess really bugged me is him not being a believer in Zach. I don't know how we could possibly seen enough where it's like, yep, that's it. I'm out on Zach Wilson. The guy's awful. And he thinks they'll be drafting a new quarterback in 2023. Then like so many changes would have to come for that to be the case, because that would be yet another losing season for Joe Douglas, which I know that a lot of people, myself included, really like Joe Douglas and want him here for a long haul. But if they have another really bad year, 5 wins or less, and it's shown that Zach Wilson isn't the guy, is he getting that chance to draft another quarterback? It's very rare that you see a guy get a second swing, which is why I think we saw him go all in on the offensive side of the ball with bringing in Laken Tomlinson and drafting Garrett Wilson 10th overall and bringing back Braxton Berrios and adding 2 tight ends in free agency and then adding a high-end guy in the 3rd round in Jeremy Ruckert. So I think them going all in on the offensive side of the ball and really putting Zach Wilson in probably the best situation of any of these second-year guys. Trey Lance, if he starts, would be in another phenomenal situation as well. He's probably number 1 and Zach is right there. But I don't get where Brady Quinn's perspective is here or why he's hating. That's all it is. He's hating, man. He's not a fan of Zach. He's not a fan of the Jets. Maybe because the Jets passed on him? Could that be? The Jets didn't draft him? I don't know. It just seems like way out of left field. And the irony here is that earlier in the week, I was talking about all this positive Jets narrative, and now we're back on the doubting side, which is good. I want Zach Wilson to prove people wrong. All right, Brady Quinn, Jets are going to go 5-12. Oh, that's a yucky record. And Zach Wilson's going to stink, and they're going to be in the running to take a quarterback in 2023. Things would have to go. I don't know if I could stress this enough, is how poorly things would have to go in order for the Jets to pull the plug on Zach Wilson this upcoming year. Even if he takes a marginal step forward, I think they're sticking with him. And I would expect him to, because the team around him is significantly better. Do I think he's going to fall off a cliff in the second year? No, I thought we saw signs of improvement at the end of last year anyway, right? Like, isn't that the thing that we want to hang our hats on, is the improvement after coming back from injury? But man, Brady's not buying it. Let me know in the comments below. Are you buying it? Are you out on Zach Wilson? I'm not. Let me know in the comments. Subscribe here if you're new. Once again, I'm Matt O'Leary, and I'll talk to you next time.